Morning, Steven. How are you getting on? Just wanted to quickly have a look at your thoughts on reflecting on Thursday night's Europa League victory and also looking ahead to the draw with Slavia Prague.
I think really pleased and satisfied with our performance. I think it was an outstanding performance from the boys. A lot of superb attacking play. I think the first 3 goals we scored were high-level goals, and we've praised the boys on the back of that performance. I think in terms of the draw, I think it's an exciting draw for both teams. I think both teams are on a real exciting journey from a personal point of view. Performed ever so well against some high-level teams along the way. I think obviously Slavia knocking Leicester out was a big coup for them because Leicester are going so well themselves. So they're going to come into the game full of confidence, and rightly so, but we'll be ready, we'll be prepared. We've got some real important league games prior to that we need to focus on. But we are really looking forward to them 2 games, and I think the mouth-watering and may the best team win and get to the last 8, because that opportunity really excites us.
As you said, it's a very exciting time for yourself, the team and the club, but how has the focus been during the past few days and getting ready for tomorrow night against Livingston?
I think we have to stay focused, we have to stay concentrated, because nothing is done or achieved, and we want to get over the line as quick as we can, and the only way to do that is to respect Livingston. They're on the back of a tough weekend, so we're aware that they're going to be a little bit wounded and they want to going to react from that. So we've done everything we can in terms of our preparation. Still got one session left to go this morning, but we're really looking forward to what's next, and that's the only thing we should focus on. But you're right in saying that we've got some wonderful opportunities in front of us in terms of what March is going to present, and we want to go and grab it and capitalise on it. And the only way to do that is to go and find performances, and that's what we need to focus on.
Livingston are famously a very well organised and committed side. What attributes will you be looking for from the Rangers team tomorrow night to get the 3 points?
Well, I think we have to handle the environment and the pitch. Obviously it's an AstroTurf game, which obviously gives them an advantage. I think Davey's done a magnificent job with Livingston since he's become the number 1 coach. I know he was there prior and he had a big influence prior, but I see a more positive Livingston. I see a Livingston that is pressing higher, that's got more energy and more quality in it than previously, with all due respect. I think the last game we played against a low block that didn't have any ambition to come anywhere near our goal, and that was a challenge for us, and we didn't have enough quality to break that down. But having analysed Livingston in terms of the last 10-15 games that Davies led, they're certainly more front foot, they're pressing higher, they're more aggressive, and they're creating more. So we see this as maybe a slightly different challenge than one we faced previously, but it's one we need to be ready for. We'll have to compete, we'll have to fight, we'll have to do the ugly side of the game, and then hopefully our quality will take over.
Hi Stephen, can I just first of all check the team news, especially Leon Balogun? I think he took a bang before he came off at the weekend, and also just ask, you mentioned the excitement about what March has got in store. I'm just wondering, how big a month you see this in the context of your sort of Rangers spell, just the chance to obviously go and complete the title and the challenges in Europe that are in store this month as well.
Well, I think this season, because of how last season finished and how the previous 2 have gone, I think every month has been extremely important, because we're obviously coming into March. Everyone thinks that March is going to be the pivotal month, but if I can just take you back, we had to start the season ever so strong, then we had to build on that, and then people were telling me we had to make sure we had a real positive Christmas period because of the amount of games and what was coming up, and then all of a sudden January was the key month because we had Aberdeen away, we had Hibs away, we had the Old Firm, so it was almost like January was the biggest month of all months, and then we come through January, and then all of a sudden February was important. And now we're in March and everyone's talking about March, so every month this season has been key and important, but we've completed them all because we've been consistent, we've been hungry, and we've got the right results. The only setback we've had is St Mirren, which is a phenomenal season so far. March presents the opportunity to get over the line in terms of the league. we want to go and grab that as quick as we can. We don't want to wait, we don't want to stumble, we want to go and win this league. And that starts tomorrow in terms of our performance at Livingston. In terms of the Europa League, we'll be patient now and wait for that to come around, but again, we're really excited for them 2 games, and we believe we've got a decent chance to improve on last season's journey if we can find the level of performances that we've just had against Antwerp. But we know Slavia will be a bigger challenge because they're in the last 16 as well, and to get to that level you have to be a good team.
And Leon,
sorry, in terms of Leon is struggling for tomorrow. He's got a niggle in the quad muscle that he came off the game with, so he's a big doubt for tomorrow for sure.
Just the key players recently, but the players who've come in have just come in and slotted seamlessly into the team. How key has been the extra time on the training pitch the last couple of months to being able to have that sort of squad mentality?
I think the volume in the squad and the right personnel. I think our recruitment was strong in the summer. I think us having a real strong pre-season has set us up for the season. And I think in previous years maybe the squad hasn't been ready for us to miss key figures or personnel. I think we would have struggled because we've maybe been reliant on certain individuals too much. But I think the biggest compliment I can pay to this squad is no matter what name has been suspended or injured or been missing, we've coped extremely well. So that tells me that the squad's in a fantastic place.
Morning, Stephen. Just picking up on what you were saying about the months that have gone by, with the consistency that your players have shown, how impressed have you been that they've managed to do that over that time span? Because as players and teams often get close to the winning line, sometimes you see them tighten up, sometimes you see them feel the pressure. How impressed have you been about the mentality of your players?
Really impressed with the mentality, Charles, and I think we've spoke about it on numerous times about where we've been trying to get to, what we've been striving for, and it is that level of consistency and that hunger. And I can't pay the players any more credit really, because from day one of pre-season, they've all been in the zone, they've all been focused, they've all sacrificed a lot, and their applications have been spot on the training pitch. The level of training, the intensity of training has come out in the games, and that's certainly helped us to get to this point. I don't see any nerves, I don't see anyone training and feeling tense, and I think if you look at our last performances, they've been really high level, and I want to see that from now till the end of the season.
Just a follow-up, has that been different to last year and the year before? Have you noticed a difference in that?
Possibly. I've definitely seen improvement. I've seen a squad that's evolved really well, individuals getting better, maturing, and I think with experience we've grew as a group for sure, 100%. This is a fantastic time to be at Rangers. The excitement levels are high. We've got so much on the horizon to be excited about, but I've said it before and I'll say it again, nothing's achieved as of yet where we sit right here, so we've got to go and grab it and achieve it, and the only way to do that is to go and find performances that are good enough.
Hi Stephen, just on that excitement, do you have to encourage your players to really savour this time that they're going through at the club as well as keeping their focus?
Listen, we've got to try and enjoy it, of course we've got to try and savour it, but we've got to go and achieve it, we've got to go and do it. It's obviously close, it's getting closer, you can feel that. I want the players to try and enjoy this and be excited by it, but at the same time keep that focus and that concentration that they've had since the first day of the season. If we do, I'm sure we can go and achieve it. But of course we're at that stage where we need to try and enjoy that. That's what we're all here for, to be part of a big club and to try and achieve success. So I want the players to really enjoy this moment.
Stephen, just on that as well, when will you let yourself think about what you've achieved personally as a manager this season?
When will I allow myself? When it's done. Listen, I'm so proud of this group, what they've gave. I feel for the supporters because they're not here to share this and enjoy it in terms of being close up and being with us. We've tried to make them proud from the first day of the season, and the players have done an incredible job. But once this is done, trust me, there'll be no one happier and prouder than myself, because I don't think we'll realise the size of the achievement until it's done, because we won't allow ourselves to drift and wander too much, because we know we've got big challenges right in front of us.
Morning, Stephen.
Morning.
Whilst we've been in this conference, Liverpool have announced the death of a great Liverpool player, a legend, and a great Scotland player, Ian St John. Sadly, the Saint has died today. Can I give you a chance to give us a tribute to the Saint, please?
Well, that's a shock and a surprise to me. I didn't know that. I've got nothing around me to see that breaking news, so I'm really disappointed to hear that. He's an iconic figure at Liverpool Football Club. He's someone who I've met on numerous occasions, and fantastic guy. Really insightful in terms of his career and his experience at Liverpool, and trying to pass on a lot of knowledge and expertise. So really devastated to hear that news, to be honest with you, and shocked as well. So I'd like to send my condolences to all his family and everyone close to the Saint. He's a legend and an iconic figure at the club, and someone who I've got incredible respect for.